Hi everyone, welcome to my channel International Storyteller. In this channel, you will find true horror stories worldwide. These stories are for entertainment purposes only. In this video, I will tell you the scary story of one of the most haunted and cursed painting called the Anguished Man. This cursed painting originated in England, and it is likely dates back to at least 1975. The Anguished Man painting is considered one of the most haunted and cursed objects in the world. It is a strange painting of a man in pure agony. The figure is painted in red, giving it the appearance of a person who has been badly burned. The figure also has no hair, and its eyes resemble holes that are set deeply within the face. Its mouth is open wide, as if it is screaming in pain. This painting appears to be an oil painting depicting a humanoid figure. When someone displayed this painting at their home, they experienced many scary incidents, including strange noises coming out from this painting. Sometimes they also experience nosebleeds, sickness, depression, and nightmares. So who created the Anguished Man painting, and why is it considered one of the most haunted and cursed paintings? In order to know this, let us hear the story. The artist who drew the Anguished Man painting remains a mystery. This cursed painting was discovered in 2010 by a man named Sean Robinson from Cumbria in the northwest region of England. Sean Robinson claimed he inherited the painting from his grandmother. His family has been in possession of this cursed painting for at least 4 decades, and it still causes damage and destruction to his family. According to Sean Robinson, the Anguished Man painting belonged to his grandmother, who was the previous owner of the painting. His grandmother had stored it in her attic for 25 years. His grandmother hid the painting from everyone because she felt something evil about it. After his grandmother died, Sean Robinson inherited the painting from her. Sean Robinson's grandmother claimed the Anguished Man painting was made by an unknown artist. But the chilling story about the Anguished Man painting is that the oils used to create the painting are not simply oil paints. It is said that there is blood mixed in with the paints. But the ratio of blood added to this painting is not known. The artist had mixed his blood into the painting, but nobody knows why. Then shortly after completing the painting, the artist took his own life. So, how did Sean Robinson's grandmother acquire this creepy painting? Did she know the artist of this painting personally? Unfortunately, that part of the story is not known to anyone. Many believe the painting was given to her as a gift by a friend many years ago. But Sean Robinson's grandmother never liked this painting because, for about 25 years, she kept it hidden away in her attic. According to Sean Robinson, his grandmother always felt an ominous presence coming out from the Anguished Man painting. She spoke of hearing voices and cries whenever the painting was on display in her house. She even reported seeing a scary shadowy figure in her room. These experiences eventually led her to lock the painting away, fearing it as an evil influence. Despite his grandmother's warnings, Sean Robinson didn't initially believe in the supernatural or ghosts. After he inherited the painting, he stored it in his basement for some years, as his wife expressed a strong dislike of the painting. But, in 2010, he decided to bring the painting out of storage, and thus unknowingly unleashed a series of disturbing events in his home. The paranormal activity in his home became so intense that Sean Robinson began recording and sharing videos of the painting on his YouTube channel. Sean Robinson said that the Anguished Man painting is still in his house. He continues saying that he never believed in the supernatural or ghosts, but now he is convinced that there is something evil about this painting. So what really happened inside Sean Robinson's house? Sean Robinson decided to move the painting from the basement to the upstairs bedroom in an attempt to better understand what was happening with the painting. After he brought the Anguished Man painting out of storage from the basement, his family began experiencing a series of disturbing and creepy events. At first, it was the strange sounds, like the house had a voice of its own. Then they start hearing whispering sounds, a man crying, banging, and strange scratching noises that seemed to come from the walls or near the painting itself. Sometimes the doors of the room where the painting is displayed would open or close on their own. Their family dog would refuse to go upstairs where the painting was placed. Unfortunately for Sean Robinson and his family, these strange noises were just a beginning. As time went on, things started getting a lot creepier. The family members began to notice a dark shadowy figure quickly appearing and disappearing inside their house. Then they start experiencing the presence of a scary physical entity. Some of them reported feeling an icy cold hand touching their skin. Sean Robinson's wife said she felt someone get into her bed when Sean Robinson himself was elsewhere on one occasion. She also felt someone playing with her hair while she was sleeping. After such a strange and creepy incident, Sean Robinson's wife got fearful and was very nervous. The final scary experience that terrified Sean Robinson's wife was that, one night, she woke up and found a frightening figure lying beside her in bed. This encounter was so traumatic that she refused to remain in the same house as the painting. But the most terrifying incident was when Sean Robinson's son was allegedly pushed down a flight of stairs by an invisible force. Though his son wasn't hurt physically, the psychological impact on his son was unforgettable. Because of all this scary incident, Sean Robinson agreed to move the painting back into the basement. However, shortly after relocating the painting, the basement was unexpectedly flooded. During that time, he stored the painting in his parents' garage. A few days later, the basement had dried out, and the painting had been returned to Sean Robinson. However, he decided not to store it in the basement again, rather, he hung it in the upstairs bedroom. According to Sean Robinson, the strange paranormal activities resumed the moment the painting returned to the living room. The family members began noticing cold spots suddenly appearing out of nowhere inside the house, and a constant sensation of being watched by an invisible person. Then, Sean Robinson attempts to record the strange and scary incident that is happening in his house. So, he set the camera up once more in front of the painting. Over 3 nights, he recorded for approximately 4 hours each night, between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. The usual banging noises were captured by the camera, but something more disturbing occurred on the second night around 3:25 a.m. The painting suddenly fell over, and just afterward, a small orb appeared above it. There was no blowing of air in the room, and the painting had been placed at an angle against a wall, so it shouldn't have fallen on its own. Sean Robinson also encountered that strange mist again appearing at the top of the stairs. It felt like he was surrounded by smoke, and he became freezing. Then, a few moments later, the mist vanished. He worried that the scary and paranormal events happening in his house might get out of hand. So, he sought help from paranormal investigators. A UK-based ghost hunting group led by John Blackburn was particularly interested in what was happening with the Anguished Man painting. John Blackburn agreed to conduct a series of investigations, which included holding seances or rituals to try and communicate with the spirits attached to the Anguished Man painting. While communicating with the spirit, paranormal investigator John Blackburn and his team claimed that the painting was inhabited by 2 distinct spirits. During one ritual session to try to communicate with the spirits attached to the painting, they reported that one of the spirits responded to the name David. After that, Sean Robinson gave the Anguished Man painting to paranormal investigators John Blackburn and Ian Lawman for further investigation. The 2 paranormal investigators took the painting to several haunted locations throughout the UK. At one time they placed the painting at the haunted castle called Chillingham Castle. The Chillingham Castle is sometimes regarded as one of the most haunted places in England. This haunted castle is home to many infamous ghosts. One ghost, known as the Blue Boy Ghost, is said to appear in the castle's pink room, where visitors have reported seeing blue flashes of light and hearing the cries of a young boy. The story says that during renovations, the bones of a young boy were discovered behind a wall, along with scraps of blue cloth, leading many to believe these remains belong to the Blue Boy Ghost, who has haunted the castle for centuries. On the night of May 18, 2013, during a ritual session of the painting at Chillingham Castle, a group of people led by paranormal investigators John Blackburn and Ian Lawman experienced a series of terrifying and unexplained events. First, the room's temperature suddenly dropped, which made the room very cold and freezing. When trying to communicate with the spirits, they saw a dark figure at the corner of the room where the seance or ritual was conducted. Next, a massive wooden bench began moving and flipping upside down violently around the room. The 2 paranormal investigators, John Blackburn and Ian Lawman, along with several other people who were present at the ritual session, believed that these violent incidents inside Chillingham Castle were done by the spirits that haunted Chillingham Castle. Perhaps the spirits were expressing their anger toward the Anguished Man painting, and the entity attached to the painting as an unwelcome intruder in their domain area inside the Chillingham Castle. Since this scary incident, the allegedly cursed object has been the source of countless documented paranormal events. In 2016, La Brea Pictures actually secured the rights to produce a film based on the Anguished Man painting. But little information about the project has been released, leaving its status uncertain. According to the latest updates, the Anguished Man painting remains with Sean Robinson, and he still continues documenting the ongoing paranormal activity.